Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Mercy and I are over here at Mark's and Hazel's house. We played cards late last night. Well, wee hours of the morning.
5 o'clock in the morning was the last.
Now we're going to cook some biscuits and gravy. I promised Mark biscuits and gravy a while back because we're both Kentucky boys, and he's like, I'm missing some good biscuits and gravy. So that's what's up on the menu this morning, guys. Homemade biscuits and gravy.
Yummy.
Yummy.
We are getting started here. I don't know how many people are coming. We've invited some guests. If they show up, we'll have plenty of food. If not, we'll have leftovers.
No, we will eat it.
Yeah, we'll eat it eventually. Start out with these biscuits. All-purpose flour. I wish I had some self-rising flour, but I couldn't find it anywhere.
Anywhere, yeah.
But I did find some gold medal, which is going to be some good quality flour. And what you're going to do is add 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder for every cup of flour so we can get these biscuits to rise. We're going to have guests today. I better make a lot of biscuits. We can always eat biscuits later.
Yes.
Put some jelly on them.
Oh, yummy, yes.
I'm gonna have jelly. We have jelly.
Ooh, there we go. I'll make extra just to eat later then. Yeah, we played cards last night till 5 o'clock this morning.
I know,
I can't even
they
believe time got away from us.
learn very, very quick.
They learn
And I'm
how
happy
fast.
for that.
Yeah, we taught them how to play Kentucky Rook. Now, some of you out there may know what Rook is, and some may not, but it's a fun game.
Very fun.
My family's played Rook all since I was a kid. I've remembered my family playing Rook. We played it as a family for so many years. I said, I brought some cards with me from the States, and I said, I'm gonna teach somebody how to play Rook. Guess what?
We got the best partners now.
Yeah, man, they are really good Rook players.
Well, one of us are.
Wow.
Both of you did
Right.
good, very good. So how many cups, Papi?
I'm gonna mix up 4 and see what that looks like. I can always make another run with make some biscuit dough out of. There's 4 cups. If I need to make more, I can always do another batch. All right, 1, 2, 3, and 4 teaspoons. Now this calls for 1.5. The basic rule is 1 teaspoon. So I'm going to go ahead and do 1 more teaspoon. Hopefully they rise good enough that way.
Hopefully your biscuits rise to the occasion.
There you go.
All right, just take your mixture. If you have a sifter, it's better to sift it together with a sifter, but I'm just going to use this whisk and try to blend all that baking powder in there real good. And then the fun part's coming. Secret to good biscuits: butter, real butter.
The butter makes it better.
No
Butter
margarine.
always makes it
Butter.
better. Get this stirred up really good here. That's going to make quite a bit of biscuits, I think. I think we'll be okay. And this recipe is so easy. If it's a success,
We keep that one.
it's just easy to make more. We can always whip up another batch if our guests come or don't show up or whatever. This should be good enough for us. It's going to make a lot of dough, actually. Try to get that all stirred up good. Evenly distribute that baking powder through there. All right. Really like this background music too, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Alfie gourmet music going on.
Our friends, they have a beautiful home. Let me give you a little shots of. Furniture is brand new. This air conditioner make everything around here cool, very cool. The entrance, cathedral ceiling, TV, pool. Very nice. We're gonna jump in the pool in a little bit. Second floor right there. Well,
Alright.
okay.
Here's the fun part, guys. You gotta have some real butter. And this is about the equivalence of 2 sticks of butter. Actually,
yeah.
they have measuring lines on here just like they do back in the little butter sticks from the States. This is Queensland butter. It's really good. Salted butter is the best. This is salted, even though it doesn't say salted on here. When I bought it, the shelf said it was salted. But we're gonna grate this, and I freeze this in the freezer. We're gonna grate that into the flour, and we're gonna make little buttery flour balls out of it. That's gonna make these biscuits really delicious. Give me something to hold on to here. I'm gonna grate this in here with a grater. Right into it. Little bitty balls of butter. See? Down inside of there how they're coming out?
Yeah,
You want to do it cold because it grates easier frozen.
yeah, like
See?
cheese.
We're going to grate this whole mess in here. We need butter. We need a lot of butter.
I can feel my diabetes just getting stronger.
Hazel has stepped in to help me because I was about to grate my fingers into the bowl. So she stepped in and said, hey, I'm going to do some of this butter grating. It's fun anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Good. My sous chef over here. I got volunteers everywhere.
Yeah.
Mercy said, I can do it too.
I'm next.
Mark says, what can I do?
I can eat. That's what Fat Drake does.
There we go.
Recording.
We got this flour and butter mixture. You got these little butter balls in there. And the secret to this is not to overwork this dough. So we're gonna add some milk to this. And Devondale milk is good Australian full cream milk. And it works good for stuff like this. And I even drink it. Let's just start with a little bit of milk in here. And no, yeah, I'm not measuring this. I'm gonna do this by the way it feels. I want a nice sticky consistency here.
Like Grandma used to make.
Just like that, yeah.
Exactly, right?
What you want to do is just kind of fold this in gently. You don't want to overwork this and start creating a dough. And I'm using the handle of the spoon. I don't want to break it up too much. And you just keep adding milk. Folding this over on top of each other. Just add a little bit more. Just keep going. There's a lot of flour in here, so I kind of need a lot more than I started with. Just fold it over. Just get it all wet. You start making a nice sticky dough. Here we go. It's gonna get lumpier and lumpier, just like that, guys. And as it gets, you can see it becoming a biscuit dough real slowly. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pour a little more in here,
Hazel wants to help you.
and just keep working it slowly in the corners. Knock it down in here. You don't want to stir that butter up too much. You want those little balls to remain balls as you mix this up best you can. It's getting sticky and doughy here. See in the bottom, you got some dry stuff in the bottom, that's okay. It'll pick it up. It'll pick it up. Still a little bit too dry. I'm gonna add a little more milk, and this should do it right here, guys. Here we go. There's a biscuit dough. There it is.
Looking good.
Biscuit dough, butter infused into the flour in little balls, frozen butter. It's starting to stick on the handle, but this is what you want. A little bit of dry in the bottom. That's okay. It's going to pick it up in a minute. I might do one more little splash. Get some of that dry out. There we go. It starts to get sticky. That's the way you want it. Country style biscuits in the Philippines.
Yeah, Kentucky.
And you know what? I've not found a good biscuit here yet.
I know.
We eat a lot, guys. I've found some hockey pucks. And hopefully today these won't be hockey pucks. See how it is? Working it like a biscuit dough. All right, now, get this off the handle, just like that. Don't need that anymore. Don't need the milk anymore. So now you got your surface that you're gonna work on right here.
It's clean.
Dry surface.
Already.
Yeah, it's already
Already cleaned, ready to go. We're gonna
Sprinkle a little flour.
we're gonna sprinkle some flour on this surface right here.
Now, Eric, in a pinch, could I substitute milk for Bacardi?
Of course you can. Of course you
And
could.
this is the Philippines.
Right. We're gonna spread a little flour out here on the counter, just like that. And I'm probably gonna need more in a minute. And I'm just gonna drop this dough right onto the counter. Don't worry about these little scrapings in the pan. You know, just get out what you can. You got what you want here. I'm gonna flour up my hand and pat this down a little bit, and you start forming this dough. Just like so. You see how it's kind of crumbly there? Now we're gonna start flipping it. We're gonna flip it this way once. You don't want it too dry, but you don't want it too sticky either. Make a little rectangle. Then you're gonna flip it again. This is gonna create layers in your biscuits. Just like that. Make it a rectangle again.
Then flip it again.
And you gotta turn this several times. Get the flour. It's becoming more and more workable here. It's kind of fun. It's like Play-Doh. You do this right
Yes.
here. Flip it. Turn it. Might need a little more flour on the counter.
All right.
Get a little more here. Just a little bit more. Almost done. And you'll turn this about 8 or 10, 12 times before it's all done. Just keep turning it back on itself. There we go. Making those nice layers. You can see it starting to create layers from all these turns.
So you're a biscuit artist.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's kind of easy, but once you do it a few times, it's kind of just comes together, you know?
What happened is we always, you know, in America it's easier to get the
The canned biscuits,
Yeah, canned biscuit.
which aren't nearly as good as homemade, but it's so easy to open a can of Pillsbury Grand biscuits or
know.
flaky
Yeah.
layers biscuits. All right, at this point, we are done flipping. We're gonna make this into about an inch thick, 3/4 inch, maybe not quite an inch. Still starting to stick. Need a little more. Don't want it to stick.
Now, if we wanted that Play-Doh, you mentioned it's like Play-Doh. Could we add like green or red food coloring to the biscuit?
I'm sure you
Crazy
could.
with it.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want this too dry, of course, but you also don't want it sticky.
it has to be the perfect
Just right.
texture.
There we go. Get this out here. Now we're going to cut our biscuits out. I think that's the appropriate thickness. We want some nice tall biscuits. So now we're going to cut our biscuits. Now we don't have a cookie cutter or a biscuit cutter. I got a glass, and it'll work. So you just put a little flour on your glass so it doesn't stick, and you go straight down. You don't turn it. You don't do anything. Straight down, pop them out. Make sure they got flour on here. Get as many as you want. Straight down. Because that's cutting. Normally if it's a metal cutter, it wouldn't smash too much the edges. And you'll see those layers from the side. There we go. Southern style biscuits.
I got a Southern style appetite over here, Eric.
Yeah, we're gonna eat good today.
Yeah.
We're gonna eat good today, my friend. Wait till you see this gravy I'm gonna make with sausage, and I made my own sausage. It's hard to find
A good
country style sausage
That's an understatement.
here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So I actually got some ground pork, seasoned it up with sage and appropriate spices, and I hope you guys enjoy my creation of sausage. All right, we're gonna get these biscuits on a pan.
Previously,
I'm gonna make some more. There we go. We're just gonna take those and lay them right here. Right on. And you want them all to touch. Because if they don't touch, when they rise, they're going to fall over.
I was just about to ask why.
Actually, oh, I got one sticking. Dang it.
Chef secret.
A little sticky on the bottom of these here. That's all right. I don't know if I'm going to have
The full tray.
a full tray or not, but it's going to be a good start. You just take the rest of your dough, just like that. Kind of squeeze and start that rectangle thing again. Just do some more flipping. And get more flour here. Getting dry. Just work the dough a little bit more. So we cut some more biscuits out. There we go. We can probably get at least 5 more biscuits out of this. Make it nice and thick. There we go. 1. That's a good beefy one. And 2. And you can see in the dough, the butter is still in there. Little pieces of butter. And that's the secret, is the butter.
So no seasoning goes in, no salt and pepper goes in.
Well, baking powder's salty.
Okay.
It has salt.
The butter, salted butter.
And butter salted. That's all you need. All right, here we go. We're getting a fuller pan here.
Yes.
Starting to. That's a nice one. Let's see. This last one's not going to be big enough, but I'm not going to waste it. I'm just going to roll it up into a little ball. We're going to make a little deformed biscuit. But it'll eat. It'll eat good. There we go. A little off.
A baby one.
From the other ones. And there you have it. Now, last step before I throw these in the oven. Now, your oven's 400 degrees. Has to be hot. And the kitchen's hot from that oven being on for a little bit. So I'm sweating here, guys. Not that it's hot in Mr. Mark's home at all. It isn't. It's the kitchen. It's hot in the kitchen.
Yeah, it is.
When you're cooking with gas. All right, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna take some softened butter. We're gonna baste the top of these biscuits before we even go in the oven with a little butter.
Gosh.
Church. Taking you to church.
Super hungry right now, baby.
I'll have this gravy made in a flash once these biscuits, they'll be done before the biscuits are done. The secret is when you're doing biscuits and gravy, you want it to come out at the same time. You want piping hot biscuits and nice smooth gravy. You gotta time it. Can't get enough butter, right?
Yeah, butter is good.
There we go.
My blood type is actually butter.
Your blood type is butter?
Yeah.
When they draw gas, you know what your type is?
What blood type does? It's type B.
It's
for butter.
That's a good one.
Yeah, blue bonnet.
My blood type is blue bonnet. That's not butter, that's margarine anyway, right? All right, let's throw this in the oven. They're gonna be about 15 to 20 minutes in this nice brand new breaking in this oven that Mark just got.
Yep.
And we are going to throw this right here.
All right.
Set the timer. Starting the gravy now.
All right.
All right, time for the gravy. I brought my sausage mixture that I made the other day at home over, knowing that what we're getting into today. First step in making gravy is frying up some sausage. Smells like some sausage.
All right.
All right, guys, we have some sausage getting cooked up here. And no, I just had to ask the question asked, is there rice with this breakfast? I said, no, there's no rice. No
Sorry.
rice. No rice with this breakfast today. I've never seen a country rice breakfast. Even though I bet you this gravy and sausage would be delicious over a
Smells good.
pile of rice. It would, right?
Yeah.
It is starting to fry up nice and brown up nice. What you want to do is you just keep all that grease right in there on all that flavor, because that's going to make our gravy. I like using whole milk, and that's why I like this Devondale brand milk. It is a full cream milk. And sometimes when you buy those carton milks here, you don't know if you're getting 2% skim. Really, it just says milk. It might say light, I don't know. But this is the way you do this, guys. This is quite a lot. I'm just going to go by eye here. And I'm going to start adding flour to my sausage mixture with the grease. I'm just going to sprinkle flour across this while it's still frying. And I'm going to do a little flour mixture with my grease and the sausage meat, just like that. According to how much gravy you're making, you don't want to make it too thin, of course. And if you do make it too thick, you can always add more milk. So I like to err on the using of too much versus too little, because once you're past this stage, it's hard to bring it back in. And I hate cheating with cornstarch. A lot of people make gravy with cornstarch. I don't like the cornstarch. It works, but this is country style. This is the way you do it. This is like Mama used to make, right here. There we go. Now you can see all the grease is kind of gone with the flour being added in. Next step is we're going to add milk. And I haven't added salt, pepper, nothing yet, because the flavor in this sausage, you got to kind of, all the meats you're using is different too. Every time you, some sausages are saltier than others. This has salt in it because I know what I put in it. At this point, I'm just going to let this milk go. Keep the heat on and just keep going. Bring this to a boil and it will thicken up. We're just going to start right here. Look at all that. Look at this. This is going to be some meaty gravy.
Oh, man.
Look at that. Yeah, I will need more milk for sure. All right, you can see how it's already starting to get thick. Now, I don't have any more Devondale, but I got some cowhead. Cowhead's not bad. That's my second favorite now. I'm gonna add some more because this is getting thick already. But we got a lot of people coming over to eat gravy and biscuits, so take a peek at my biscuits. They're doing okay. They're not rising up like I thought they would, but I think they'll be okay. The self-rising flour, not having that is a killer. I hate using the
it's okay.
just the baking powder method, but you're gonna put this gravy on a shoe and it's gonna be delicious.
My baby.
You pour this gravy on a shoe, old hat, whatever you got.
So basically anything Hazel cooks, it would still be good with gravy, right?
Oh my goodness.
I'm kidding. She's a
Look
great,
at the healthiness in this.
I'm sure
Just
she
look
is.
at the healthiness in this gravy. Look at that grease. Look at that grease.
Grace is calling me, baby.
Yeah, it's going to turn this to a more of a brown color once it gets to boiling a little more. But look at it. Look at it thicken up, guys. Look at it thickening up.
I'm thickening up over here.
You're thickening up just watching. I'm adding more milk. It's getting thicker and thicker as it boils. There we go. Got to add more milk to this vat of gravy. All right, now I'm going to turn this down a little bit because it is bubbling. I don't want to splatter myself, but I'm going to add some black pepper.
Oh, yummy.
Freshly ground pepper. I like a lot of pepper in my gravy. You gotta make it peppery.
Actually, I like just a little bit of gravy with my pepper.
Oh, is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Let's start with this. Keep stirring it. It's nice and creamy, guys. Look at this. Notice that grease kind of went away. Once it started boiling, it went right into the gravy. Give it a more of a brown color. There we go. Just gotta keep hitting it. I'm gonna turn this way down. This thing's really going simmer. Now that I got it hot, yeah, it's delicious. All right, it's time to taste a little, take it off the heat. I'm gonna give it a little taste test and see how much salt I need to add to this. It's very important because that sausage did have some salt in it. You will need salt, but how much? That's the thing.
Yeah,
You just gotta do it by taste.
Yeah, you don't make it too salty.
Do it by taste. But this is perfect gravy here, guys. Look at that.
Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned.
Get in there.
Blow it, blow it, blow it.
It's gonna burn you up. It might need a little.
What do you think?
That's about perfect as it is.
All right.
Wow.
I think you can roll with that.
All right, let's roll with it. If you want to add salt to it, you can.
You can on your individual plate.
There
Yeah.
we go. We're done. All right, let's check these biscuits.
Okay.
Not quite. All right, guys. Ran into a little technical difficulties here. Checking on the biscuits a minute ago, and it's like, why aren't they done? Been in there 20 minutes. Well, the gas turned off. It's a brand new oven. Don't know how, nobody really knows how to use it right, and we had to get the instruction manual out. We had heated up the oven for some reason or other. It went down and it went out. We had plenty of gas, and we didn't know how to turn it on. So now the biscuits didn't rise like they should have, because it got like halfway through the process. Now we got heat back in the oven, and I think the biscuits are going to end up being not too tall from this. So user error here on the equipment, brand new equipment. Next time we do a show, we'll know what to do. But as you can tell, the biscuits are a little low. And they're starting to get brown now because we got that figured out. Regardless, like I said, you can put this gravy on a shoe and eat it. It's going to be delicious no matter what. Or you can just put it on toast. If the biscuits don't turn out right, we can make some toast.
You got bread.
Shit on a shingle. All right, guys, the biscuits came out beautiful, actually. They are not as tall as I wish because the process got cut in half there, but you can see the flaky layers in the sides of these biscuits right here from the process of folding that dough. Oh, it's burning me. I just took them out of the oven. But anyway, brush them with that butter, you get that nice golden top going on here. They are gonna be delicious. Here's our gravy. Add a little more black pepper. Look how nice that is. If it gets too thick, just add a little more milk. I did add a little bit more milk, but look at that gravy, country gravy, guys. Mercy's over here doing up some scrambled eggs. We've got tons of stuff with some cheese boy in it. So she's throwing some cheese boy in these scrambled eggs. So we're gonna have some eggs. I believe we have in the other oven here some hash browns. Woo, take that. And in the air fryer, we got some bacon. Like we didn't have enough grease in our diet with this sausage. We are going all out, guys. Going all out here in Mark's kitchen this morning. We've kind of woken up a little bit better now after being up till 5 in the morning. Cooking does that, right?
Yep.
And we are here ready to eat. Got company coming too. Just stay tuned. There's Stacy waiting patiently for her breakfast. You ready to eat?
Yeah, I'm ready.
She's never had Southern style biscuits and gravy before.
Yeah.
This is her first time. We're gonna see if it's Stacy approved or not. Oh, look who's here, guys, for our breakfast brunch.
And it smells delicious.
Coming in for some country style cooking.
Biscuits.
Right.
Goodness.
Woo! Here's the table set, guys. We're getting everything placed. Our company's arrived. Marcos brought the beautiful Lizelle with him. All right, Mercy's got her plate going here. Got some biscuits and gravy, eggs, got some hash browns. How's the first bite?
Baby. You nailed it, baby.
I nailed it. All right, I like to hear that.
Yeah.
Mark's coming in with some fresh milk.
Anybody want soda? I got like Sprite and Coke Zero. I got Gatorade.
Orange juice.
Orange juice, fresh milk.
Please sit down and eat.
The spread. Look at this spread here.
Anything you want, we'll get. If we ain't got it, we'll send Stacy to go pick it up.
Oh, it's high on the hog back in Mississippi.
This is living high on the hog over here. Marky Mark style.
Oh yeah, just like
That's what it is.
Check it out.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna enjoy some beautiful, good country cooking right now. We're all country boys here. At least the guys are.
Yeah.
And we don't get this often, you know. We don't get to eat Southern style cooking every now and then. We go to Puzzles, we go to VFW. You can find some restaurants that offer up what they feel is American style country cooking, but it's not going to take away, it's not going to steal the Poppy style country cooking. You got to have a Kentucky boy cook it up to do it right. All right, guys, we had a wonderful day here at Mark's Place. Good breakfast.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Hazel.
Thanks, Mark and Hazel. Excellent breakfast and food and company.
Great company.
Appreciate everybody that subscribed. We got us over that 5,000 subscriber mark. Thank you so much. Thanks to Mark back here too on his live stream. Big boost the other night. Thank you for promoting us all these years. We've known each other. We'll see you guys on the next video.
See ya.
Big shout out to Captain Ron.
Uh-oh, Captain Ron.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry,
we miss
Captain
you.
Ron.
We miss you.
We're missing you today.
Them biscuits were good, man.
You missed out. Rain check, buddy.